Welcome, Aries, Taurus, to your May Astro Dice reading. Hope you friends are doing great out there. If your friends like this, please like and subscribe. Okay, guys, let's see what's going on with you. I'm going to move this in just a little bit. That way you can see a little closer. Okay, and getting straight into this. And for those of you who are new, this is where I take astrology with tarot and make a small horoscope for the month. What's going on with you? You have the South Node coming up with Gemini in the 10th house. And straight over here to the South Node, we're going to use the card of Vesta. South Node is talking about that destiny, that karmic destiny. Okay, right here. Let's see if we can see this. This is where the moon represents issues concerning your past karma. It is speaking of your unremembered past. If you've had thrown the South Node dice, it suggests behavior patterns that may have their roots in the past. Lives are reactivated so that you may experience them again to bring them to resolutions. So hold all your past karma. It is the road already traveled. Okay. So, and learning a lesson, a karmic lesson is what it's talking about. That way you can get through it, which is a great time during this lunar eclipse to really get that slate clean, and definitely during a Mercury retrograde. So, okay, so we have the goddess within your sacred spiritual center and quiet dignity of Vesta. She's great for karmic. Okay, and going Gemini style over here. Gemini, Gemini, Gemini. Here you are. Gemini. The energy is communicative, mischievous, lively, witty, and informative. Stimulating exchange is possible. So whatever you're going on over here with this road that you're going back down, you might even feel like, like for some of you, I don't know, you might feel like, oh my gosh, I'm having a little deja vu. Feels like I've already done this before once. That's very, very, very normal when you're dealing with the South Node coming up. Talking about the 10th house. 10th house is your achievements and status in the outside world. So, this is talking about the area of life where you will achieve your highest status. For most people, it will be in this career, but if you don't work, then it could be within your reputation or how you are viewed in the outside world. The idea of status and achievement can be as simple as a quality car and a drive of a detached house in a good neighborhood, or it could be the fame and celebrity status. Some people might want to be known for their charitable work, others for their cooking skills. So it just feels like you have this driving ambition where it feels like, I've done something once before, and it just feels like the achievement that I'm, seeking is kind of feels the same, but I'm not really feeling like it's really coming together as the accomplishment is, is underway. So you might feel like, okay, you know what, I've kind of done this one before. And I'm, in your past life, it's like I've relived this before, right? So that's where the deja vu is coming from. You're saying, you know what, it's just this past life. This is something that I did when I was 20, and I've decided to reiterate it again, but I don't know if it's going to actually work. What behaviors are you trying to get rid of? Is it adding more stress? Is it causing you to drink again? Is it, you see what I'm saying? Are you dating the same kind of person that you said you wouldn't date before? Let's see what's going on over here. Something is going on and you're communicating it because it's like, it's lively, it's witty, you get it, right? But it also feels like it's a little confusing because it does feel like, am I going backwards instead of frontwards? Am I taking back a karmic partner? Oh, yeah. So it might be making you feel a little imbalanced with the South Node because something is going on. It's like what I desire doesn't feel like it's balancing itself out at this time. Okay. And next card out is Accelerated emotion. So feeling a little imbalanced, but knowing where your desire is, but also looking at the bigger picture, knowing that, you know what, I want my chariot to come in. I understand. I think for a lot of you understand that there is something going on around you, you know, that it feels like, you know what, I need to get past this. You could even feel like maybe this is trying to come back to kind of haunt you, bring you down that path. You feel like you are struggling. You could have those behavioral patterns trying to creep back into your life, or have someone with their behavioral patterns creeping up in your life. And it, you know, you don't want that, right? This is not what you want. You do not want to follow this road, this pattern, these type of people, going back to, you know, your ex, however it is. Take it how it resonates. Everybody's story is different. You'll know what it is, right? Because you'll be like, wow. Okay, so on the imbalance over here, yeah, it's got you in the Eight of Swords. It's got you all restricted in your mind, feeling like you're imprisoned, feeling like, you know what, I'm entrapped. I don't know what just happened. I don't feel like I'm getting the achievements and the rewards of whatever situation it is, whether it's finances, love, however, right? But I don't really want to stay in this entrapment in my head, right? Overindulgence. Like I said, some of you, you know, they might want you to go party hardy. Maybe they even got you to go out and party hardy. And you woke up on Monday morning and had to go to work and you're like, oh my God, I feel like shit. I can't do this. This is old stuff. This is, you know, this is what maybe I used to do. Right? This is something that, you know what? Maybe this is good for them, but I walked away from that years ago. Take it how, you know, it resonates. But now you're going to feel like you need some alone time. Feeling like, you know what, I don't want this. You might even be filled with people and maybe you went back to an old group and they're big gossipers and doing things that, you know what, you just feel like, you know what, this is not it. I can't be here. This was not healthy for me then, and it's not healthy for me now. And that's all it's really saying, is whatever is going on with the Three of Cups upside down is not healthy for you. It's not where you feel the joy. It's not where you're feeling contentment. It's actually becoming a burden in you, deep within yourself. And you're starting to realize it. Accelerated motion, you're really going after what you really, really want, but it just feels like I'm going down this path that is not getting me to my chariot. Right? So it's causing conflict, disagreements within yourself. You're trying to win at all costs, but it might be the road that's not good for you. Knowing that you're with maybe these bullies, these sneaky people. You know, maybe that's what all this is too, right? These people who are not good for you. And you're saying, you know what? I can't be here anymore. It's not a place for me. And it's not bringing me any joy, any happiness, or any achievement. If anything, it's working against you karmically. And you can start probably feeling that. Right? So by the mid-month, you do feel like you're starting to lose your authority over the situation. Feeling like you're pulled into a direction over here where it's just not good. Right? Lively, witty, going out, doing all these things. But it does feel like no matter how much you try to pull out of the situation, they're pulling you in. Right? Oh, no, it's fine. We totally drained all week. You know, whatever the situation is. Or somebody has a manipulation over you. If it's an ex and you said, you know what, I didn't need to go back to this type of person or this person. Right? Because it's that past life reactivated so that you can experience them again to bring a resolution to your life. The resolution to your life is you having the overall understanding of the karmic cycle of this deed of saying, you know what, I'm never going to do this again. It's like the overall great awakening of this is really, you know, I need to really put an end to this, really cut the ties to this, and I just don't ever want this again. So it's almost like a test. I always say that the karmics, whether it's the North Node or the South Node, are always tests, right? To really push you, really wake you up and say, is this what you want? So you do have the triumph over here. So you're really trying to find victory and find your footing over here towards this situation. Some of you, it is partners. It's just partnerships and alliances for the most of you. Whether it's a really bad job and you decided to go back to that really bad boss, or trying to achieve that status quo, through this same kind of work that you did years ago and you didn't have any luck then, maybe the Lord is saying, you know what, that's just not the type of job I want you to do. I want you to look deeper, right? I don't want you in that, right? That's not what you're meant for. You're meant for so much more, right? And that's really what it is, you know, finding your own achievements and really so much more. And, you know, if you're hanging around with lower vibration people, they're going to say, you're too high of a vibration to be hanging around with low vibe people. That's going to be the 100% truth, right? Because you're spiritually mature and spiritually grown. And if you're hanging around with people who have lower vibrations, have not had this spiritually mature growth, it's definitely not healthy for your soul or yourself. Definitely going to imbalance you. So with the authority over here, it's like, yes, you're going to feel like you're the Nine of Wands. You're going to definitely feel like you're a wounded warrior over here. As they feels like they're taking away their power, your power. And it feels like you're on your last stands. You're going to go and try to do this again. This thing that you already gave up from the past, or the past took away from you, and you're going to go try to do it again. But you're putting on your last show. You're putting on your last stance. You're there. But you're also putting up boundaries. Because you're starting to get weary. You're starting to understand in the mid-month what's going on within the 10th house. And you're just like, you know what? And I feel like you know that I'm either going to get victorious about this situation or I'm out. It's either going to work or it's not. Anxiety, worry, fear, because you've already had all of this. It's causing hopelessness within the situation. Guys, don't feel hopeless. Karma is a pain in the ass. And it's a test, and they're telling you it's because this is not what you want. This is not where you're supposed to be. You're so much worth so much more than this crappy job. These people, however, surround yourself with higher vibration people, higher vibration jobs. Really look deep within yourself and go after your main desire. Partnerships and alliances, too much competition, too much rivalry, too much conflict. Too many disagreements. Could be dealing with a Leo. Got Leo twice. Look at that. Right on top of each other. Bam. So your inner strength and self-doubt is like causing insecurity and low energy. That's exactly what I just freaking said. It's causing you now low energy being around these low energy people. This or situation, job. However, you're worth so much more. So it's a struggle. It's bringing out your raw emotions. It's weakening you down. Because, you know, in spiritualness, these people are already weak. So they're trying to, misery loves company scenario. So when they are low energy, it's starting to weaken you down to low energy. Come on, guys, get up and fight. Let's fight, fight, fight. You're going to feel that way in mid-month. I think a lot of you are on a spiritual journey. Some kind of spiritual awakening, spiritual transition. A lot of karma here that you're going through to learn a big lesson about self-worth and how much you're really worth. And the best way, a lot of times, like I said before, for them to really wake you up is to make you go back into a situation to see how well you fight. In the mid-month, it's almost like, you know what, it's got you. It's got you in a place where you're starting to worry. Do not worry. And never worry, because the angels got your back on this, guys. You are angelically protected. You're in a transition. You're protected. You will fight. The end of the month, around the 20th through the end of the whole month, 21st, somewhere around there, you have positive movement forward. You're going to feel like the dawning of a new day. Why? Because you're fighting so hard. There's going to be a lot of raw emotions. The 10th house is kicking your ass with the karma, the conversations. The conflict and defeat is going away little by little. Oh my God, and it's faded. There it is. I've said it, and you're going to start getting your power back. Thank you. And I knew it was faded. This is karmic test. Spiritual growth and karmic test. To find your self-worth. You are worth so much, my friends. And the universe just really wants you to fight for your right. And your material spiritual prosperity is going to elevate. at the end of this journey, at the end of all of this, it is going to elevate. Especially your spiritual, because it's really spiritual warfare over here on this karmic. So, you know, but you'll start realizing, you know, as you're really getting grounded, what's really going on. So the material spiritual prosperity is really the end card. That is the overall message of that. The positive movement forward over here is because, yes, you're going to start getting the ace of coins over here, but it's coming on this slow moving horse. See, he's holding the pinnacle. He's holding the pinnacle that is a gift from the universe, the overall abundance. So when the productivity and all the hard work and everything starts coming together, you will start noticing that you're going to feel more efficient in this area. Getting back to your regular routines, letting those people go, finding a new job, however it is, that's actually going to be suitable for you, something that matches your energy, matches who you are, matches your self-worth, the new career, financial opportunity, a new venue. Getting your manifestation back over here from your desire, having this opportunity, really feeling whole again. Wow. It's just going to be, it's on the Knight of Pentacles, guys, the slowest moving card ever, but that's okay. Just going to have patience on that because it's all working its way through. Pass the test. Doing it all. Yeah, look at that. Conflict and defeat. I'm not going to do it all by myself anymore. The only thing I'm going to do by myself is get rid of all of what doesn't serve. Having the realizations. This is because you're overstressed and burned out. You need to rest. You need to rest up. Right? Delays and frustrations are building up within yourself, but you're also holding off from wanting to talk to any of these people. Holding off. You might even be taking a couple of days off from work. If your work really sucks and you're like, you know what, because I need to get my head back together to figure out why I'm not achieving what I need to be achieving and why this job never works. How come I cannot be the best cocktail waitress in the world? Right? How come every job that I take, you know, in that area, I'm not doing good? It doesn't pay. It's because you're not made to be a cocktail waitress or waiter. You're made for something amazing. That's not your job. There are amazing cocktail waitresses, amazing waiters, but that's not you. Spirit says, that's not you. I want you to go open a flower garden because you love flowers. Do you see what I'm trying to say? He wants you to really get into your desires, really get into what your heart desires. That's the karmic test. What is it really for you? Stop looking and trying to go back. Well, you know, I was a cocktail waitress years ago. I should probably go back even though I sucked then. But maybe I should go back and try that again because, you know, it's 30 years later. You see what I'm trying to say? So I'll be better. And you have your hopes high, and then all of a sudden you realize that's like a karmic place for you. You're not supposed to be there because you're worth something different. That's not you. Right? If this is the ex, well, we can always try it again, and he really sucked then, but you know what? Maybe we'll give him a second chance. Yeah, well, he really sucks now, too. Or I used to go drinking out with the girls, and the girls came back, and maybe we'll just go out and try that. Well, you know what? That don't work. You see what I'm saying? So whatever the karmic is, guys, you know what it is. And we all go through it. Right? Trying to relive something, or give somebody another chance, or thinking, you know what, it's been years, I bet I'm better at that now. Or maybe it'll be better, or pay better, or do, no, it's not for you. What's for you is what this Chariot is. What's for you is what this Ace is. What's for you is what you truly desire and deserve. That's really what this whole reading is about, is you're worth so much more than what you're giving yourself credit for, right? You have a new beginning on top of the universe. The universe over here is a fated card. This is where you're going to walk into a new chapter of your life, and it is fated and inevitable. And when the time comes, it is imminent that you take the leap of faith for the new beginning, because things will start rising as your power comes back. as your power really starts coming back and you don't have this lower energy from all of this karmic stuff, you will really find your grounding and know, and you will trust in life. You will find the opportunities that are pleasurable, especially when this Ace of Pentacles comes in and says, this is where the opportunities are. This is who I want. You might even be, you know what, getting your power back from maybe this Leo, right? Now you might have a beautiful Sagittarius or an Aquarius coming in. But however it is in the end, you will have mastered the spiritual prosperity because you have grown. You have learned from this karmic your self-worth, where not to go, and know how to venture. You know what? I don't need to venture backwards. I don't need to try things backwards. I should always, always look ahead. No reason to go backwards. It didn't work in the past. It's not going to work now, right? But a lot of times, sometimes we think that people change this, that, And I'm not saying they don't. I'm just saying that it's not always what you think it is, right? Pretty much if you didn't get along with them then, you probably won't really get along with them now. Unless there's somebody from like when you were kids or something. Yeah, this is so different. We're not talking about that though. Wish come true, getting your 9 of Cups. This is where your contentment and your satisfaction is, and it's coming from that Ace of Pentacles. Now you're going to feel like you're satisfied. You're going to feel like you're supposed to be where you're supposed to be, getting back your stability, feeling like you're achieving things in the 10th house. Everything's starting to come together. Everything's becoming stable. If you find new love, there it is. It could even be a Cancer, Pisces, or a Scorpio. If you're finding new love, you're going to understand, right? You're not going to have any limiting beliefs about the situation, right? You're going to restore the control over the situation, know what you're going to put up with. You know your self-worth, so you're not going to allow anyone to take you away from yourself, right? Love that. Love it. Love it. Love it. Okay, good job, guys. Till next time, peace and love. Bye-bye.